What is up there, Lego fans? Welcome back. Alex here, and
Mindy.
Thanks for coming, hon.
You're welcome.
Wow. So she wouldn't come up here just any Lego set, guys. No, this is because we are building the office. Are you excited for this, hon?
So excited.
This is set number 21336, contains 1,164 pieces, and it retails for $120 US, which I think is a pretty good value for this thing. This, of course, is an ideas submission. You know about the Lego
I
ideas?
didn't know that.
Yeah, it is. Number
Wow.
44, I think. Yeah, there it is, number 44.
Interesting.
Very, very cool. So glad this thing actually made it, because this thing is a hit with fans, especially the minifigures.
Yeah. I mean, people love The Office. They love minifigures. It's like the best of both worlds.
Win-win-win, right? Okay.
There's going to be a lot of fun little Easter eggs in here, I'm sure.
Loaded.
And probably while we are building, we will be watching The Office, talking about favorite episodes. You won't hear it, luckily, but anyway, if you see us laughing incessantly, that's why.
That's probably why. Excellent. All right, well, what we'll do as always is a time-lapse build of this thing, and then we'll give it a quick review. I mean, it's been out for a little bit, so I'm sure you guys have seen it already. And we got to find a spot for it in the city, because this is not going on a shelf. No way. This is going in the city. I have a little bit of surprise on how this is all going to work out. Actually, it's going to be surprising to me because I have no idea how it's going to really work. But that's all part of the fun.
That's what he said.
Oh. All right, let's get building. And we are back, and here it is. The office is complete with 15 very interesting minifigures. How was the build for you, hon?
It was really fun. It wasn't too complicated. There were some tedious things about it, though.
Yeah, it went really quick. There's a lot of small pieces into it. Probably the best thing about this is going to be all of the Easter eggs. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of references to the show, jam-packed. When I read in the instructions there, the designer said he focused on the first 7 seasons. There's only 9 seasons, but season 1 through 7 specifically is what he focused on, and that is revealed through the build here. But as awesome as all these Easter eggs are, and there are a lot of them, that's also where this thing is at its weakest, because it had lots of...
Oh, stickers.
Stickers. Cue Mindy. Stickers.
I'm here.
Very large amount of stickers. 2 big sheets of stickers.
Yeah.
And it was very tedious, because it does slow you down. You're like, oh, I got to put all these little stickers. And there are little stickers. Little stickers on a lot of tiles throughout this thing. So that was a little tedious, but I'm not going to say it's all on this set. That's kind of how it goes with a lot of sets out there.
Yeah, I was asking Alex about that. I'm like, why don't they just print on the tile? And your answer was?
Probably about cost efficiency. More cost effective just to print them out.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. It is what it is. And they do this with a lot of different sets. A lot of the pop culture based Lego sets are a lot like that. So not surprising, but regardless, it was fantastic. It gets a little tedious with like the desk. There's some repetition there. But all in all, it's pretty fun to put together, little smaller pieces. But where this thing shines, of course, is with the minifigures, right?
Yes.
And you get the main players in this thing. Not all of them. There are some minifigures that we wish that were in here. But out of the 15 that we do have, all of them have reversible faces, except for just 3. So that would be Creed.
Which makes sense, because he's bald.
He's bald, yeah. Kind of hard to have a face on the back of him.
Only he's weird enough that it would probably be just fine.
You know what? You're not wrong on that. Absolutely. So there was Creed. There was Kevin Malone also. And Daryl. Daryl didn't have a reversible face either, which I thought was kind of weird. But all the others
That is weird.
definitely have reversible faces. And what's really cool about them is that they all have their unique item that they get to hold.
Yeah.
So if you want to display these things, which I probably will want to do, they all have their unique items that they have. And I think my favorite is going to be Dwight Schrute holding a Schrute buck. It's just the best on that little 1x2 tile. Do you have a favorite, hun?
God, there's so many. I mean, I love Pam and the teacup.
Absolutely.
The teapot.
The teapot, yes.
That's just a cute episode, very endearing. And I think also Meredith with the bat is funny. I was like, what are they going to put with Meredith? And then I'm like, oh.
But
yeah, there's some fun ones.
With all the minifigs, and these are fantastic figs, which one do you think that we don't have, we should have, that you would like to see here?
Bob Vance with Vance Refrigeration.
Bob Vance with Vance Refrigeration.
I think he's funny, but he's really not part of this office.
Oh, right, no.
I don't know.
But he's a
about
funny character. I think it would be awesome to have Jan Levinson Gould in here. Because
that's true.
She would be awesome because have her walk in, and that would be just fantastic. In fact, I wanted to kind of switch gears here because we wanted to share our favorite episode. And Jan is in my favorite episode, which has to be Dinner Party. I think that is one of the best episodes. And it's so awkward and crazy. I absolutely love it. So how about you, hon? Favorite episode? Tough, I know.
There's like kind of a group of them, and I think it's season 2 or 3, but it's like Business School,
yes.
Golden Ticket for
Golden
sure.
Ticket, yes. In fact, there's the Golden Ticket in Michael Scott's office right there.
Yes. I loved that show because that's like a show I was raised on.
Golden Ticket idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic set. Thanks for helping, honey. Now, this is a set, like I told you guys, that we weren't going to just put this on a shelf, right? I wanted to integrate this into the city. And a lot of people, you're probably thinking we were going to put this into the Sit Complex. And Kim Plata, the designer of the Sit Complex, has definitely added this into his design, but it added 2 floors. Oh. And my goodness, if I'm honest, I'm a little worried that my Sit Complex is just getting too enormously tall.
I know.
And seeing that it was 2 more floors, I'm like, oh my goodness, that is huge.
Wow.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, and it's fantastic.
And they're packed, too.
And they are very jam-packed, because, man, Kim does a great job of that thing. And I still want to add on to it, but I thought, you know what? This is an opportunity to actually get an interior started on the Shmew Tower. As you guys know, I just barely rebuilt the Shmew Tower, and this thing is going to go in 1 or maybe even 2 of the levels of the Shmew Tower. And by the way, Kim Plata also has a design for the Dunder Mifflin building, which has the warehouse, has the complete annex of the whole building. And I was so tempted, but it came down to price, and it was really expensive.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting that like they don't have a wall here. I mean, I guess
it's
if
for
you're
playability. You
it,
can reach in there a lot easier without the walls there, and I think that's why they made this slide out, is because it's hard to kind of just reach in there, so you can just kind of easily get to his office. Which, by the way, Michael Scott's office is awesome. Tons and tons of detail in there. I love it. It's great.
It's so funny. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so there you go. That is our quick review of The Office. And now the next segment is me trying to figure out how I'm going to get this thing to go into one of the floors of the new and improved Shmew Tower. Here we go. Honey, thanks for being with me. Really appreciate it. You going to be on more episodes?
Well, I wanted to be on this one because I love The Office.
There you go. So we're going to do some Christmas sets here pretty soon, and she'll come back for that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay? Let's do it.
All right. Okay, here we go. So here is the final result of placing The Office into the Shmew Tower. And as you can see, definitely using 2 floors to make sure everybody has a place to work. Let's go ahead and start with this floor right here. As you can see, I'm using floors 3 and 4 for now. But as you can see here, Michael Scott's office is still definitely Michael Scott's office. Got everything in there. Taking out that back wall and using those extra pieces to make these 2 side green walls a lot taller so that they match the height of the rest of the floor. And of course, the conference room looking pretty good there as well. In fact, I think that's slightly larger as a result. Using a lot of the pieces, this white wall right here on top of all the doors was, of course, the wall that came with the set along the side of the reception area. So making use of those pieces to go up here and complete that wall. And of course, taking a lot of the pictures and motivational posters along with it. Here in the corner, of course, we do have the reception area. Didn't really change anything about that. Just took it out and placed it right there. As you can see, we got Jim Halpert talking to Pam there at reception. And the rest of the floor here is just the sales staff and their desks. These 5 desks right here are the sales, and that makes up this particular floor of the office. And of course, floor 3 is going to be just the extension of the office. You're going to have accounting in here, HR as well, and customer service. Again, very much an open floor plan, making great use of a lot of the pieces that came with the set. As you can see, I've replaced those supports here, right here. Just, I don't think I actually need those because of these walls right here. They actually act as a really nice support for the other floors that are below it and above it. But it's not bad to have them in there as well. Now, I did, of course, make some bricklink orders to get these desks in here, but unfortunately there are some pieces still on the way. That's why you're going to see some gaps in some of those desks in this particular floor. But the biggest part of this is going to be the lunchroom. Now, this is not just a lunch, it's going to be a break room, but I decided to make it a full-on lunchroom. So as you can see here, I got a full-on kitchen right here with a refrigerator. I put together this vending machine, but it's very, very bulky. I don't know, guys. It's kind of big for where it's at, but for the moment, I'm okay with it. So we have Toby here getting a coffee, and there's enough room here for a few circular tables for our office staff to take a break and have a lunch or whatever the case might be, where Stanley with his Stanley likes to go there with his pretzel, right? So anyway, all right, so that is the tour, the quick tour of these two awesome floors of the office, and they are officially the first two floors to be done interior-wise on the Schmute Tower. So let's go ahead and put this thing together and see what it looks like. Schmute Tower is back together, and again, those were floors number 3 and 4. And from this angle, you can definitely see that something is in there. Definitely filling up those windows is pretty cool. Maybe we should have made them higher on the tower. I don't know, but that's easy enough to fix, no problem. We just kind of switch out those numbers in each floor and switch them up a little bit higher. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is the build and placement of the office. A little bit different from what we're accustomed to with the SIT complex, which actually is the new neighbor of the Schmute Tower. I decided to swap that with the Avengers Tower right there, and that is the new cityscape of the city of Minneapolis. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Until then, have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.